hard to believe that the Pokemon series has been around for about 26 years now, and basically we're on the ninth installment of the Pokemon series. And this installment was initially announced back in February of 2022, but we got to see another trailer recently, and pretty much. This upcoming game, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, is set to be released this upcoming fall on November 18th. And based on what was in the trailer, there were 3 starter Pokemon. And then you had, I guess, 2 legendary Pokemon. And the open world environment is impressive. Players get to choose a trainer, and they can travel across urban cities and, I guess, the wilderness, similar to the older games, except this is more detailed than anything you would have seen in any of the previous games. And this is going to be a Nintendo Switch exclusive, which is something that I think is pretty cool. As far as what we know about this game, there isn't too much about what we know other than what was presented in the trailer. We do know that there's going to be new Pokemon, also new professors, and we did see 2 new professors in this trailer. One of them is Professor Sada and Professor Turo, and a lot of people are questioning on what their alignment's going to be because there have been a lot of people online that's saying that both characters have somewhat of a sinister look to them or what have you, but I really don't see it. If they're like secretly sinister and they're a part of some type of twist within the plot of the game, I think that would do nothing more than add to the intrigue of the story itself, but who knows, and I'm not sure if that is the case. But this game does have open world environments, and it has the 3-star Pokemon that you get to choose from. Obviously, Pikachu is going to return in this game, and I think you get an opportunity to choose your, I guess, ethnicity in terms of being a trainer. You can be black or white, which I think is pretty cool because back in the day when I was coming up, you didn't really have that option, especially with the older games, Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. You just had to, be one particular color and just play or what have you, but I don't think it's anything that's too serious because those games were really great, especially all the Pokemon games from Gen 1 to, I'd say, like Gen 5. They were all, like, really great games. As far as whether or not this game is going to surpass Pokemon Sword and Shield in terms of sales, who knows? But at the same time, Pokemon Sword and Shield was actually a huge success as well. I believe that game came out in 2019, and it managed to reach over 23 million copies in relation to sales. And the game that came out before that, I believe, was Sun and Moon, because that was generation... I believe that may have been Generation 7, Pokemon Sun and Moon, because they came out in the mid-teens. Even though that game was successful, it was not quite as successful as Pokemon Sword and Shield, because Pokemon Sun and Moon managed to sell roughly over 60 million in terms of worldwide sales. And I feel that, the Pokemon series, despite the rises and dips in terms of sales from different generation of Pokemon games, it still remains largely popular to a casual audience and to children and to, I guess, old-time gamers who were fans of the Pokemon series back when it was in its first generation or its first 2 or 3 generations. So as far as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's concerned, hopefully we'll learn more details about this upcoming game, because there's still a lot of things that we are in the dark about, such as what the storyline's going to be in terms of who the gym leaders are going to be and whether or not multiplayer gameplay is going to be included in this game. I can imagine that it will, because not having a multiplayer game mode in some way, shape, or form would probably hurt Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the long run. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure this is a game that will be every bit as popular and every bit as successful as its predecessor in Pokemon Sword and Shield from 2019.